How do we start these videos?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm Niki and I'm Sammy.
Hi! Welcome to Niki and Sammy. No. How do we start this?
I'm Niki and I'm Sammy. Or maybe it's time for a new start.
Oh
I don't know how else you start.
Hi, I'm Niki and Sammy. Sloth hands.
Do you remember when we used to upload this channel 3 times a week? Do you remember when we
haven't been here in 8 months, and we thought
we should update people? I mean, not that people care, but I also feel like we should update people.
I really know, in my head this went very differently.
Well, but then start the video. Let's start the video.
Okay. Hi,
I'm Niki
and I'm Sammy, and this is
hasn't happened for a while.
This is an update for you from us.
Do I want it up or down?
So we haven't uploaded here in 9 months, 10 months.
What?
It's been a long time, and we just thought we would come back and sort of discuss where we've been and what we've been doing,
and say hi and check in, and to let you know
that we're well,
that we haven't forgot you, and that is why we are back.
Firstly, we've been great. How have you been? It's lovely to see you again. I don't know if anyone's going to be around still. 8 months, 9 months, 10 months on the internet is a very long time.
That's years.
People, think how many microbes have died in that time.
Scandals have come and gone in the time that we've been away from YouTube.
Yeah, have they?
Well, we haven't been away from YouTube, but we had started and still have a new channel called TTK. If you are a long-time viewer of this channel, you know that we kind of ended up talking about K-pop all of the time, and it didn't feel like this was the natural home for it, and it also felt like it was pushing water up a hill. Yeah. So we made a new home for it, and that has gone very well.
We started that the same time we stopped uploading to this channel, and in the past year on that channel, we've got
10 months.
10 months on that channel. It's not even a year old. There's 20,000 subscribers over there. It's a whole different audience to you guys. But in doing that, I remembered that I do actually still like to make YouTube videos, and I enjoy it a lot. So if you were a fan of this channel's K-pop content, it's all moved over to TTK now, and that's where it's going to stay.
It lives there.
We are not uploading K-pop content to this channel ever again, because I felt as though I was kind of forcing my new passion and enjoyment
on people that
weren't particularly interested
there for it.
Not even in K-pop, just pop culture in general. So
basically, this video is kind of like a hello, how you doing? You know when you have a pen pal, but you only really sent them one message, and then you send them another one a year later being like, look, I'm still here, I still care, this is what I'm doing.
I had one in French New Guinea when I was at school, and I wrote to them once and they replied to me, and then I never wrote to them again.
You're a terrible person.
So what we're going to do is give a quick history of maybe some of the things you didn't realise were going on behind the scenes or really going on in our YouTube sphere, because we just tried to make light-hearted videos.
Never got in the dramas.
Never got in the dramas. So we started making videos on this channel about 7 years ago, 6 years ago.
It was about 8 years ago.
No, it weren't.
Yeah, it must have been about 8 years ago.
So we started making videos for fun. It was a laugh. It was the simpler days where YouTube wanted you to upload 3-minute videos that were funny, short, quick, wham bam, thank you ma'am. And we did 3 of those a week for about 2-3 years.
Because we started YouTube back when I used to watch, and I still do sometimes, but I don't really watch YouTube anymore, Grace Helbig, and she would do 5 videos a week. So I was like, 3 videos, that's totally doable. And by the way, if I keep looking at my phone, it's because I just entered a competition I could win 30 grand on, so... Oh, what? And that was literally 7 years ago, and we did that for a while,
3 or 4 years,
and then we got put in this documentary that was at the time we thought it was going to be massive, and I guess it kind of was, but at the same time it wasn't. It was with Zoella and Tom Scar, and they were like, look, we've picked you because you're the ones to watch, and I was like, well, you're the only one that thinks that, but I will accept it. And then that happened.
It was the beginning of the end, a beginning of our understanding that this industry is full of a lot of people that promise you something and you don't get it. And we worked with YouTube quite closely on a lot of things. Obviously, we've had some amazing experiences from this channel, like hosting Wembley Arena Stage twice, BBC Radio 1 podcast, and also Teen Awards, and so many cool things, like a TV documentary. And I think in that time, we found an appetite for presenting. I wanted to do presenting.
I still want to be a presenter.
Still want to do that.
Hosting and presenting is what I find a lot of enjoyment. When we did the podcast, I had so much fun not being in charge of the creative, but hosting it. And sometimes that that feels like I would enjoy that.
So we had some really cool experiences, but some of the things we didn't really talk about is that there's like a whole other side to being a influencer / creator that people aren't really aware of. They've heard of it, but you know, like agents and agencies, and we've had different experiences that have not always been positive, which is not something we've never spoken about it. And
it feels weird mentioning it now because I'd never, like, you always
it's like a side you keep quiet.
New YouTubers are like, oh, I've just got management, and I'm like, I've never spoken about having management. Like, I've never spoken about it because, well, first of all, I always thought like it was something you didn't need to talk about. They did things for you. They helped you monetize and make this your living, because that's the point.
Or have like a long-term plan.
Yeah, or like help you plan stuff. But we never spoke about management because that's how I felt about it. And then the reason we didn't talk about management because we had such a negative experience with it. Like it drained us.
Not at the start.
No, at the start it was fine, but like eventually it just got to this point where it was a really negative thing. Without getting into too much detail, I felt like the whole point of having management was to make this easier, and it actually didn't. It made it so much harder. And I think if you look back 3 years ago, and I felt like we were giving so much energy to something that was so not helpful.
Obviously, there were some downsides, and that started to have an impact on the content we were making because we were suddenly feeling like we had to be more like X, Y, and Z influencer, or this creator's doing this, and our agents would say, make sure you're like them. We were like, okay. Even some of the advice was tweet less.
Management aside, there's also this culture around some of the content we were making where we were made to feel like it wasn't worthwhile making.
Or it wasn't proper content, because filmmakers who are still uploading videos to YouTube, filmmakers were saying things like, oh, that's not proper content, like a reaction video isn't thought out, well-planned content.
But not everything needs to be a Wes Anderson movie to be content. Like, you don't need to have someone smoking in a slightly orange-tinted film with a bit of grain to make content. So there was this whole thing going on, this whole culture around what
very
people
negative
were making on YouTube, where it was like, that is content and that is not content.
So it's difficult, and it's not something you guys were ever aware of, but it's something that was really bubbling away under the surface for us.
I guess the point we're building to is all of this kind of negativity, or how we perceived what we were making, wasn't positive. And so it kind of felt like when we were making videos for Niki and Sammy, this thing that we loved ultimately, like this, I'm so grateful for this channel, but it got to a point where it felt like I was uploading on a site that didn't make me feel good.
Yeah, it was like, I think what it was, a combination of all these things. If I look back at our timeline on YouTube, I see 2013 or 2014 to 2016 as very positive times, and then when we were going through these negative experiences, even up until recently, maybe the start of this year, I don't like to look at that content because I feel like that was a false me. Like, my mindset off of the platform was very different to what I was portraying, and I can see why solo channels who don't have people to bounce ideas off of or fact check what they're saying can really lose their way.
Like El Mills made that video about burnout.
Yeah, and
like everyone gets that. I think most people, the reason we didn't get burnout sooner is because if one of us was like, oh, I can't believe to do this, the other one would be like, no, snap together. Why is this so bright? I feel like we would have got burnout sooner were it not for the fact that if one of us was feeling burnout, the other one would be like, no, snap out of it, let's just get on with this content.
Yeah.
But now, having taken 9 months, which I don't know if it actually is 9 months, 8 months? A long time.
9 months.
The longest break we had on that channel was maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks. And
I was holiday, weren't it?
Yeah. And I feel like it became this, almost like this rat race, which was not the point of this in the first place. In the last 9 months, something that we definitely wasn't getting as much enjoyment from as before has become fun again. Like, there's videos of the TTK channel, I look at them and go, that is what we should have been doing. That is what we enjoyed doing at the beginning. Why are we not doing it now?
I think also, it's not always just the culture of YouTube as well that stopped us from doing what we wanted to do. It's also the platform, because you hear all these words like algorithm and schedule and upload and engagement and watch time. YouTube as a platform has been the most difficult one to understand, probably after Facebook, because everything we did at the start was because YouTube wanted lots of videos more frequently and they were shorter.
And now they're like, no, we don't want that. And I'm like, well, make your mind up.
Yeah. At the end of the day, we have had a roller coaster of a ride on this channel, and we've enjoyed everything that it's brought us. There were some down times, but not because of the audience whatsoever. It was never because of you. It's because of all the things going on that you were not aware of.
And I think we did a pretty good job of not talking about. Yeah. Actually, we didn't talk about them.
I might have had a mental breakdown and ended up in hospital at one point, but that doesn't matter.
That was exhaustion. That wasn't necessarily a mental breakdown.
Exhaustion. Yeah. It was exhaustion.
Basically, I guess the point of the video is now, that over the last 9 months on TTK and almost like relearning what it was that we liked about something, I feel like we're in a position now where I want to come back to this channel, and not in a way that I feel forced to, but in a way that makes me feel like I can make content that I enjoy it, and obviously you enjoy it too.
Yeah.
Without the pressure of the negativity that came with the channel before, because all the negativity around it, we were almost adding to by uploading to it. It was really bizarre. It was a weird mindset to be in.
I feel like the year of uploading to a brand new channel from scratch has given me, has given me a new love for creating content that I know is good, is fun. I've enjoyed making it, and
but it is good as well.
Yeah,
because we were like, this isn't good content because it's not getting views. I know the content that I want to make is good, and I'm not going to focus on the views as much. I mean, they'll still be there in my face. Well, I can't do anything about that. But the content we want to make is good content because it's been working on TTK. It just felt like at the time anything we were doing for Niki and Sammy wasn't enough, and it was so exhausting. But now I've seen that it works. So our time on that channel has made me feel so much more positive. It's made me feel like I know what I was doing can be right, and I know that I can trust my gut a whole lot more. And I've got so many, in that year I've had so many things like, oh, this would be such a good video to film for Niki and Sammy, but maybe won't do well because it's no longer talk about K-pop and the algorithm won't like it, blah, blah, blah. But do you know what? We are happy with the content we're making on TTK because it gives us a place to make K-pop content that I'm happy with, and I've got such a better mindset about uploading on YouTube now, and I feel confident and happy to do so. And I think that we both know that this channel can be us and it can be fun again, and you guys have grown up with us on this channel. Like, it's 6 years, 7 years in the making, nearly 8 years. It's definitely 8 years.
Years. We want to make content that we know you'll like, and we know people that younger will like, and we will love to watch back. And we're not afraid of trying different things again. That used to be what this channel was about.
Yeah, we spent a whole afternoon brainstorming ideas, and there's some ones in there that I'm really excited to try that will take longer, so don't expect them to all happen at once, because a lot of them are going to take a while to organise. But at the same time, we're ready now to make content for this channel. Christmas is here. I'm ready for that.
I think the first videos back are going to be Christmas themed. Is that a problem?
I don't know. I don't think that's going to be a problem for me.
So we're going to start uploading once a week to this channel. We're going to continue uploading every Tuesday and Friday on TTK, and hopefully there's something for everyone on these two channels. If you've been a subscriber for a long time on here, but you're not enjoying what you're seeing now, please feel free to unsubscribe and treasure the memories of what you had of old Niki and Sammy videos.
Or burn them away in your memory.
Or burn them with oil and fire. And if you are a long-time subscriber and you're excited to see some of the content we're going to come back with, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, give this video a like, because that is what good YouTubers ask for. We are really excited. I know we spent a lot of this video talking about stuff that wasn't so positive,
but I felt like we had to explain it.
It was a backdrop on what we're doing now. Long story short,
I feel better for getting out. It's off our chest.
Therapy is what it is.
Yeah.
Long story short, not so good times made us feel bad about this channel. Went away for 9 months. We're feeling good again.
But we didn't ever forget. Like, not one day went past where we was making videos for TTK did I forget about this audience or you. It was just, we needed time. You needed time. It's lovely to see you guys again. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was slightly longer than we anticipated, but
gotta get that AdSense.
Apparently watch time is important, so if you stay to the end.
Kidding, this is all a joke.
2020, year it's going to be happening on the Hizal channel.
Next week we are returning with une videos. That's French for videos.
Une video.
And I hope you're excited too. So leave us a comment down below. Videos that you've enjoyed on this channel way back when. What you'd like to see more of going forward. And also, if you are excited for mystery, then expect some mystery.
Mystery?
Well, they don't know what to expect. So that's what kind of...
That's probably because we don't know what to expect yet. Thanks for watching. See you guys. This feels really weird. Ciao. I feel like I've put on a nice pair of old shoes that I'm comfortable in.
The slippers in your nan's house.